spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. It's not a spooky
Keep going.
episode. I don't know the
Keep
rest of the
going.
song.
Sir Night Eye. Oh wait, before that.
He's not spooky. Well, he's
Before that.
weird, but he's not spooky.
I mean, he's kind of intense, kind of a little bit intimidating. That could be kind of spooky.
I guess it depends on the type of person you are.
You know it's pretty spooky? A job interview. Those are spooky, right, guys?
Actually, yeah, this whole episode, it's a job interview. That's the spookiest of spooks.
Get ready for a battle job interview.
But yeah, this is the protagonist seat. I'm Alex.
I am Ian.
And I'm Tyler.
And this is the protagonist seat after class, where we exclusively talk about My Hero Academia Season 4.
But we do it after class in a darkened room.
Yeah, huddled around our little seance sheet.
Yep, our seance worksheet.
No, we just got a little sheet of paper with like a pentagram on it because we can't afford one of those gaudy tapestries.
It's drawn on in purple crayon.
We couldn't even get a red crayon.
We had to borrow whatever we could from the art room, but it's dark, so all the colors look the same.
Yeah, we're like, is this red? I don't know. We'll bring it back and we'll find out. And we like hold up like a flashlight to him. We're like, oh, it's purple. And it's like, well, it's across like the other end of the school. Let's just make do with what we got.
It's basically the same.
Yeah,
but it's not the same.
It's got red in it. Red and blue make purple.
Quick note.
Here,
Halloween is in 3 days.
It is, but please don't date the episode.
Yeah, because this won't be posted today, so therefore it won't be 3 days.
Granted, we do that enough ourselves, usually just on the fly. But you're new, so we can tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
We're in charge of you. We get to bully you.
We're your boss.
That's what after class is.
I'm an intern.
School
you guys told me to bring a towel because I'm gonna be sweating the whole time.
Hey guys, you know what goes really well in a podcast format? Two people talking over each other over Skype.
Yeah, it doesn't work at all.
Nah, it actually works very well. But anyway, let's get on to the episode, shall we?
Yeah, so...
Do you think Sir Night Eye is a dog person or a cat person?
Is this like a Twitch stream where they just gotta like keep people engaged?
Comment below. Please email. Subscribe.
Now all I can think of is that video I shared on Twitter. You ever go mountain biking? Have you ever been to a restaurant? Have you ever done a seance? You ever hear your computer make weird noises?
You wonder what the sky looks like?
Such a good... Man, I still gotta figure out what that's from.
But yeah, so Deku failed to make Sir Night Eye laugh, and Miro... It's Miro, right?
Mirio.
Mirio thinks
almost
it
like
might be,
Mario.
Yeah, Mirio thinks it's over for him, but then the two seem to be able to at least nerd out over All Might, because he has a bunch of All Might memorabilia and a bunch of rare All Might collectibles in his office.
Yeah, Sir Night Eye doesn't get all super butthurt because he did an All Might impression.
He did a weirdly specific impression.
Yeah, he's like, your creases are only 0.6 centimeters long. Everyone knows that All Might's creases are 0.8 centimeters long. And then Deku goes into a diatribe about how once he saved a kid who could turn the properties of liquids into other liquids and was drowning in vinegar, and he splashed vinegar in freaking All Might's face and he was all squinty, and that's the face he was doing.
I like how he respected All Might's posters in the room while he was using Jet's style.
Yeah, Gran Torino.
I just want to say about the kid with the changing the properties of water power. That's actually a really good power.
That kid was also named Jesus. So All Might saved Jesus. It was not. That was not his real name.
No.
But I was thinking about it, and I was like, that kid could probably turn water into wine.
Was
Sir
he?
Night Eye, he
It's
actually
just easy.
hinted that he accepted him as soon as he read the letter because it made him laugh at the fact that All Might sent him to be like, all right, he has my
He didn't.
powers.
No, he didn't say that it made him laugh. The letter. It was just more that he wanted to actually see if he
I
was
thought
the
he
right
said it made
person.
me laugh. He's like, well, I already laughed to it when I saw it.
No, I don't think he said anything about that.
I swear.
Because I even remember I've read this and watched it.
So how do you know which is which?
Conspiracy.
What's the real continuity, Alex?
It's kind of like
Yeah,
the
he didn't.
Darth Vader thing.
He
It's
never
like, what
said
did
that.
he truly say to Luke?
No, he basically
But
he
we know
said
what he says to Luke.
yeah.
Everyone says it wrong though. There's
Yeah,
two.
because people are stupid. People also misquote uh, Casablanca all the time too.
People actually watch Casablanca. It's even weirder.
Hey, I kind of like that movie. Not as much as the Maltese Falcon, but still.
Everything old
Guys,
should go away.
watch old black and white noir movies. They're very good.
So good.
I like that shit. If you watch No Guns Life, then you
Yeah,
know what
Ian
I'm talking
talks
about.
about noir all the time when we talk about that show.
Yeah, it's almost like they take heavy influence from it.
Ian watches it for the noir. I watch it for the cyberpunk.
No, I'm your father.
Yes,
Thank you
that
for
is
that.
what he says in Star Wars.
So he has a test for Deku where he won't accept Deku unless Deku can take the stamp from his hand and stamp the paper himself, and he won't attack Deku, and he'll give him 3 minutes to take it from him. And then we
What do you
discover
think?
what Sir Night Eye's quirk is.
What does full crowling mean? Or
Cowling.
growling? Cowering?
Cowling.
Cowling.
It's basically he's covering his entire body with it
It's like his
instead of
power
just
mode.
yeah, instead of just focusing it into his arm like he used to. He basically spreads it over his body so that he doesn't, you know, destroy his limbs again.
He should just imagine to cover over his body and more, like a Super Saiyan, like where there's just so much power pumping out of him.
To be fair with Deku, it took a metaphor of putting something in the microwave for him to realize, wait a second, I don't have to go 110% every time. I can just go like 70% and not break my legs.
Yeah,
Deku's not a creative kid.
he's a smart kid, just not a creative one.
Yeah. Like he gets all the answers right on the test, but then when it comes to like, one of like the creative writing essay questions, he's just like, "Oh,
He can be smart though because he has that strategy side of him where he studies the crap out of that. And I actually forgot that was a part of like a character trait about him
yeah,
that he
so
like nerded out.
so did the author."
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was like so good at like figuring out the
One
enemy,
of the
and then
biggest things about My Hero was like, oh, hey, the first thing when it starts, hey, he's a big superhero nerd, so he takes all these notes on superheroes, but then that's kind of thrown away just for arm breaking punch.
it's thrown out the window, as one
yeah,
might say, as
Imme-
his book was
the only
in
time
episode 1.
it reminded me actually was when he decided to take the bookshelf and he threw it at him, and then he was just like in the middle of it, he was thinking like, all right, like this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot he uses his brain.
when Deku threw the bookshelf at Sir Night Eye in order to try and blind his foresight.
Yeah, because we find out Sir's quirk is foresight, which Deku doesn't know how it works. No one knows how it works, but the narrator explains that if he locks eyes with somebody, he can know for the next hour all of the decisions that they'll make.
Yeah, which is very powerful.
Yeah, so essentially he rigged it from the start that he was going to win, but he still wanted to see what Deku would do.
And you know what? He did it.
And he actually manages to make Sir laugh in the end because he realizes after, Oh, when he was bouncing around the room like Gran Torino, he purposefully made sure to not hit any of my All Might memorabilia
Yeah, so he
because he
doesn't get
knew they
his
were, yeah,
dirty ass footprints all over it.
especially all the rare collectibles, like it was, I think, the 10-year anniversary poster or something.
Yeah. And it's a very subtle laugh. It's just like a slight
Yeah,
chuckle.
he puts like a finger to his lip and it's just like, mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Just like
Yeah, that's pretty good. Mm-hmm. I call it the Bill Belichick laugh.
Father Bill does not laugh. Don't slander him.
Yeah, he doesn't laugh.
Ever.
He'll maybe get a twitch in his face. It's the best
Father
you'll get.
Everyone knows that Father Bill sold his soul and his sense of humor, all of the laughs he would have over the course of his life for the greatest football team in all of history.
Was it a worthy trade?
Yes, it was.
Come on, baby, let's get another ring, baby. Come on, Tommy Boy needs his next ring, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
No, Tom needs to retire. Our backup QB is actually pretty good. He came out like once last year and he did a pretty good job.
This is a
He
surprise
never
that
came
you
out
actually
again.
follow football.
Is it?
Well, you're losing me, and you're losing fans too. So
Yeah, we're
back at
heavily
it.
viewers.
This
Come
is
on.
not a this is not a football
I see them. They're
podcast.
dropping like flies.
All 10 of them. 20 if we're
So
lucky.
Endeavor is now the best hero, #1, because he's not retired. Yep.
I
What?
mean, if you want to get
Please
technical
subscribe.
about it.
They ended up. He goes back after he becomes Sir Night Eye's apprentice, and you find out a couple of other people get requests to go work at agencies. Um, Gravity Girl and Frog Girl get a request, and so does Spiky Redhead Boy, who gets real hard.
Yeah, that's what he does. He gets very hard.
Meanwhile, Todoroki and Bakugo are just in the background while Todoroki just responds to everything with, "We really need to catch up."
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they did some like racist stuff with they're like, oh, let's just throw him with the Hawk Clan. He looks like a bird.
Oh yeah, I forgot about he got a request too.
I didn't even catch that.
SJWs will be all over that.
To be fair, if I was the member or if I was the leader of an organization known as the Hawk Clan,
You'd
and there
want
was
to
a
hire a hawk. No, I
if there
thought
was
about it.
a
I thought
bird themed person, I'd be
everyone's
like,
open-minded in this world because
it's all
everyone's literally
about
a frog. Like everyone's a thing.
I mean, technically everyone's human. It's just they get turned into weird shit because of their
Yeah.
quirks.
I don't know, Frog Girl is like she's a frog. She's pretty frog,
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's a human whose quirk is frog.
which is what makes it not furry.
That's the concern.
Hey, that's my concern.
Ribbit.
Don't
Reptilian.
ever talk bad about her. She's an angel.
What is Invisible Girl doing?
Who knows?
Whatever she wants.
You ever
Spying for the
think-
League of Villains because you can't see her.
You ever think Invisible Girl just like flips people off because you can't see her hands?
Maybe. Actually, she could. Yeah, she could do whatever she wants. Unless someone's got like a thermal sight power.
That'd be cool as shit.
We haven't seen anyone with anything like that yet.
Like vision changing.
Yet. My power is
Oh.
Predator Vision.
And then there's a part after the credits. I don't know if you guys watched after the credits.
I did, actually.
Yeah, where there's a little girl running through an alleyway being chased by Overhaul, and she runs into Deku while he's out on patrol.
We should preface this by saying that Night Eye hires Deku and is like, "All right, guys, our first assignment,
We're
gonna
investigating the
spy.
Yakuza.
We're gonna spy on the Yakuza."
He's like, yeah, this is their leader. He walks around with a plague mask on.
It's super noticeable, so you shouldn't have any trouble not hiding from him. And then he
Yeah.
comes out of that alleyway.
And what is Deku gonna do? Dun dun dun.
He's probably gonna return the girl to him in like the best effort to maintain his distant cover.
And then he will be sad about it. He will punch a wall and be like, "Ugh, why did we have to do it like this?"
Who? Yeah.
That's
you
our
know what?
Deku.
That's our Deku. Bam, 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 weep.
What a show.
Would they ever kill? Like, I feel like they're setting it up like The Hobbit, where they're not gonna lose anyone, but could like red guy that gets hard die?
Anything could happen. Who
I
knows?
hope not.
Like, is it gonna be like a like a Game of Thrones, or I'm like, oh shit, like people are
I
dropping
don't know
like
if I'm
flies.
I don't know if you could compare My Hero Academia to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the ending
Yeah.
is probably a lot better.
Yeah.
The writing probably doesn't fall apart immediately as soon as people stop like following the manga.
I was thinking about the Starbucks like Twitter thing.
I'm glad we don't have a case where it goes ahead of the manga like the old days where they have to invent a filler arc.
Me too.
It's like,
Those are
all right,
not very good.
Deku is going to fight a character who we made up, and the stakes are very low because whatever he does is immediately solved at the end of the arc, and then they go back pretending like it never happened.
Yep.
Like every Naruto movie. I don't mean to bring it up, Naruto again, but I was just thinking of the damn
Bringing up
train movie.
Naruto a lot on this show.
Because that's all I ever watched when I was younger.
You heard it here first, folks. That's all Tyler ever watches.
It was what I
All
grew
he's
up.
ever watched.
It was Yu-Gi-Oh and that, and just like a few things, Pokemon.
Didn't even
But-
watch Dragon, Pop the Dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Huh.
No, Dragon Ball Z I watched, but like, I think the games told me more about the story.
Yeah.
That'd be weird if the games told you more about the story.
I played so many of them that I had the story ingrained in my brain.
Well, that's also because every game that comes out has been the same thing. Like, that's why I don't play Dragon Ball games anymore. Even when people are like, yo, dude, the new one's actually really good. I'm like, bruh, how many times can I do the Cell Saga? How many times can I do Namek?
Yeah.
Why not do it again?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe because there's like a Goku RPG that's coming out.
There is.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do it again.
Give us a Trunks game. Give us a game that focuses on Trunks.
There's one
they
for
kinda-
Game Boy.
There we go.
The Game Boy ones were actually pretty neat.
I will give you that.
For RPGs, those were like action RPGs, those were pretty good.
I remember I had one and then I lost it on a plane because I was swapping it and I accidentally dropped it and it just fell under the seats and disappeared.
I still have in my GameCube downstairs, but I don't have like the discs to let you play Game Boy games on your GameCube. I still have Dragon Ball Z, the Boo Saga, the Game Boy RPG for it.
Oh wow.
Nice.
And
So
then
you
there
heard
was
it here, folks. Here first, folks. If you want to steal the Game Boy Boo Saga
Or you could just
of
buy it
Dragon
off
Ball
of me.
RPGs,
You can just buy it off of me. I think
But-
I don't know. I have to look at the market price of it.
but stealing is free.
Yeah, it is, but I'm gonna hide it somewhere super secret.
Don't worry, guys. I'll find it and I'll tell you.
I'm gonna hide it in Ian's GameCube. He'll never think to look in his own GameCube.
You know what? That's true. You got me.
But anyway, this has been the Protagonist seat after class. I am Alex.
I have been Ian.
And I'm Tyler.
And if you want
Maybe
to...
Maybe find
We
out
still don't
next
know.
week.
That's going to
on
be like
Dragon Ball Z.
maybe find out next time on the Protagonist seat after class. Dun 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 dun. Our
And-
mascot has Dragon Ball hair, and we're not even that big fans of it. Like, none of
Yeah,
us watch Super.
yeah. It's
I
all
like-
filler,
I
man.
like-
It's all filler.
I like Z, and that's it.
I like
You know what? I dare
Budokai
say,
Tenkaichi too.
I like GT a little more than Super.
I think GT cuts out a lot of the filler, which is nice. Because there's like,
Hate GT,
eh,
even though I think it's okay.
eh.
But yeah, if you want to hear us talk more about shows that are not My Hero Academia, we have a whole other podcast we do.
We can't guarantee that we won't talk about Dragon Ball or other anime that we've watched in the past on that show. Just
Probably not going to
because,
be Dragon Ball, but it's probably going to be some other shit.
yeah,
Specifically,
more
this
obscure
one is
shit.
for this one's for shonen tangents.
That's true. That's a good observation.
Next week we will rant about Black Clover on this show.
Has any of us even watched one episode of Black Clover?
I've watched 2.
I've
That's
never
two more than me, brother.
I see it on Hulu, but
Yeah,
didn't watch it.
so check us out on that podcast if you want to hear us talk about other shit.
We talk about seasonal anime specifically.
Yep. We are also on social media. We are on Twitter and Facebook, respectively, both at Protagonist Seat.
And we also release episodes of our podcast on the platform Libsyn, Liberated Syndication.
I'm
Which means
talking
you can...
Spotify. I'm talking Google. I'm talking iTunes.
We even got Deezer. Last week, I made a joke about one French person listening on Deezer.
No way.
And then
we
I
actually have one French person.
I checked the statistics. Our last episode was listened to in France by one person on Deezer.
Holy shit.
I can predict the future, guys. Maybe I'm Sir Night Eye, and my podcast gives me foresight.
You have podcast foresight. You can only predict the future relating to podcasts.
We did it. We did it, Reddit.
And if you only want to watch just the My Hero show, this is only on YouTube, so like or subscribe, and just follow us on there then.
And feel free to comment about your favorite shonen anime.
Yeah, like, I don't know, just give me a shonen that we haven't
Bleach?
mentioned already. Yeah, yeah, Bleach.
I guess.
If you like Bleach, I guess filth up our comments with it.
To me, it just looked like Naruto holding a sword.
You're not that far off.
I'm like, I'd rather just watch the thing with the
Hey.
kid with the.
I'll give it this. It has a really good first arc.
It's
It's really good. And then everything after is not.
And I like that one song that plays in the battles. I think that's pretty cool.
One song only plays.
Dude, I have watched basically the entire run of Bleach. They have one song that always plays whenever Ichigo goes shonen mode.
Berserk needs a reboot.
Yes, but that is a whole separate matter. We don't want to open that can of worms because I think
Yes,
we're about
we're
done.
closing.
All right.
We are closing arguments.
We have pimped our shit, so we will see you next time.
Goodbye.